The film opens with Alice, a charming American, starting anew in England, where she meets Jake and finds love, a great job, and a fresh start. One day, as Alice says goodbye to Jake at the station, something unexpected happens. While waiting at a pedestrian crossing, Alice accidentally touches the arm of a stranger. This charming man catches her attention with his sweet smile, and Alice can't help but stare. She's so distracted that she nearly forgets to head to the office. Alice can't shake off thoughts of the mysterious stranger. She discovers he's entered a bookstore across the street, so during her lunch break, she decides to meet him there. She spots him through the window, and he notices her too. He approaches her, and they exchange looks. He then invites her into a taxi, and Alice can't resist the temptation. As they ride in the taxi, Alice starts to doubt her decision and considers leaving, but she doesn't. During the ride, he asks for her name, and she replies, Alice. Alice accompanies the stranger to his house, where they share a passionate kiss, and their encounter blossoms into a romantic intimacy. The next morning, Alice heads to work, eagerly hoping to catch another glimpse of the mysterious stranger. However, he's nowhere to be found. As she passes by a store near her office, she notices a photo of the man, and suddenly, his name comes to her. Adam. She learns that Adam is a hero who bravely rescued tourists stranded on a mountain a few years ago. The store owner, a friend of Adam's, has even written a book inspired by his heroic act. Alice jumps into a taxi, eager to reunite with Adam. She's bursting with excitement as they spend several blissful hours together. Adam shares his thoughts on the book, expressing happiness but not pride, as it doesn't entirely accurately portray the events. He opens up about the pain of not being able to save everyone, including someone close to his heart. Using the analogy of a fish struggling in an aquarium, he explains the devastating effects of oxygen deprivation on the mountain. Alice confides in him about having a boyfriend, but Adam's response is nonchalant, saying he's okay with it as long as they enjoy each other's company. Alice meets up with her boyfriend, Jake, intending to break the news that she's met someone else. However, the conversation quickly turns heated. Jake becomes enraged, kicking over a jar of flowers and shouting at Alice, accusing her of wanting to hurt and betray him. Alice rushes to Adam's apartment, seeking comfort after her intense argument with Jake. However, she's taken aback when she's met at the door by another woman, Deborah. Assuming Deborah is Adam's girlfriend, Alice is surprised and momentarily dismayed. But to her relief, Deborah reveals that she's actually Adam's sister. Sensing the connection between Alice and her brother, Deborah kindly provides Alice with Adam's address. Alice rushes to find Adam, but he isn't home. Adam finds her waiting for him at his house, sitting alone in the cold. They kiss passionately and go home to enjoy their time together. In the morning, a journalist drops by Adam's place, seeking to interview him about his book and heroic rescue. Meanwhile, Alice receives a mysterious phone call, but the line is silent. She brushes it off and heads to the climbing center after work. Deborah assists her in gearing up, while Adam appears uneasy, repeatedly checking his equipment as if he doesn't trust his sister's expertise. Later, Alice meets up with her friend Sylvie and enthusiastically shares the positive changes in her life, including her newfound confidence in her appearance. However, Sylvie doesn't share Alice's excitement, instead focusing on the intimacy aspect and expressing concern about Jake, who's struggling to move on after their breakup. Alice isn't interested in Sylvie's concerns, as her thoughts are consumed by her passion for Adam. After a trip to a cafe, Alice and her friend decide to go shopping, but their outing takes a shocking turn when an armed robber suddenly confronts them, snatching Alice's bag. Adam happens to witness the scene and springs into action, chasing after the thief and catching up to him. In the heat of the struggle, Adam's anger takes over, and he violently slams the thief's head into a phone booth, ultimately killing him. In the aftermath of the dramatic confrontation, Adam's emotions overflow as he kisses Alice, confesses his deep feelings for her, and proposes marriage. Alice, swept up in the romance, says yes. However, just hours before their wedding, Alice receives an anonymous letter that sends a chill down her spine. The mysterious message warns her not to trust Adam, suggesting that her blind love for him is clouding her judgment. Alice shows the letter to Adam, but he reassures her that there's nothing to worry about, attributing the letter to someone trying to scare her. With the ominous letter forgotten, the couple exchanges their vows and gets married at the church. After the ceremony, Alice asks Adam how he knows the priest, and he explains that it's their family church. As they embark on their honeymoon, the newlyweds take a romantic hike in the mountains. They pause at a serene angel monument, where Adam snaps intimate photos of Alice, capturing their blissful moment together. As they hike, Alice struggles with the challenging terrain due to her physical condition. Adam lends a helping hand, but then suddenly darts ahead, leaving her behind. However, Alice soon discovers that this was all part of a romantic surprise. Adam had planned a cozy cabin getaway for their wedding night. Their first night together as a married couple is intense and passionate. Upon returning home, Alice receives another anonymous letter, which she assumes is a threat from Jake, her ex-boyfriend. Determined to confront him, Alice calls Jake, but is shocked to learn that he's moved on and is now dating her best friend. That evening, Alice and Adam attend a climbing party in his honor. As Adam mingles with his many admirers, Alice can't help but feel left out, overshadowed by his immense popularity. Seeking a moment of respite, she slips away to the bathroom, where she's fortunate to find Deborah, who offers her words of comfort and reassurance. Deborah even gives Alice a beautiful gold pendant, symbolizing her approval of Adam as Alice's partner. With renewed confidence, the two women return to the party, where the crowd raises their glasses in a heartfelt toast to the newlyweds' bright future together. The next day, Alice receives a call at work from a journalist, who mentions an anonymous letter. The journalist shares the letter's disturbing contents, alleging that Adam had forced himself on a girl in the past. Determined to uncover the truth, Alice visits the alleged victim, Michelle, at her home. However, after listening to Michelle's story, Alice leaves with doubts, suspecting that Michelle might be fabricating the accusations in hopes of gaining financially. Alice meets the journalist at a cafe to share her findings. Unbeknownst to her, Adam has been following her, keeping a watchful eye on her movements. As the day unfolds, Alice begins to realize a startling truth. She knows Adam primarily through his public image, media portrayals and books. He hasn't shared much about himself personally, leaving her with a nagging sense of uncertainty. Alice's curiosity gets the better of her, and she recalls the locked cupboard in Adam's home. Determined to uncover its secrets, she searches for the key and finally opens the cupboard. Inside, she finds a trove of letters from a married woman named Adele, detailing her affair with Adam. As she reads the letters, Alice's heart sinks, but before she can process her emotions, she hears Adam returning home. Panicked, she hastily hides the letters and locks the cupboard. The next day, Adam confronts Alice about her meeting with Michelle. He reveals that he's aware of the accusations and assures Alice that they're completely unfounded. According to Adam, his relationship with Michelle was consensual, but she's now trying to exploit him for her own gain. Alice seizes the opportunity to snoop further while Adam is away filming a show. She searches for the key to the cupboard, only to realize it's missing. Her search leads her to a cryptic letter accompanied by bloody silk bandages, eerily reminiscent of the ones Adam used on their wedding night. This discovery fuels Alice's determination to uncover more about Adam's past, particularly his connection to Adele. She tracks down Adele's residence, hoping to find answers. However, upon arrival, she's met with alarming news from Adele's mother. Adele has been missing for 8 months. The revelation sends chills down Alice's spine. While there, she stumbles upon a naked photo of Adele, taken in a pose disturbingly similar to the one Adam had captured of her on their wedding day. The discovery leaves Alice reeling in shock and disappointment. Frightened and desperate to escape, Alice flees the scene, only to catch Adam watching her. His expression reveals a darker side. He's now consumed by suspicion and distrust, believing Alice has a lover. In a shocking turn of events, Adam binds Alice to a table, confesses his sinister secrets, and reveals letters from her former lovers. Alice seizes an opportunity to escape through the bathroom window and rushes to the police station to report everything. However, despite her disturbing claims that Adam has eliminated several women, the detective lacks concrete proof and declines to arrest him. Undeterred, Alice turns to Deborah, revealing the horrifying truth about Adam's past and her own ordeal. She warns Deborah that Adam is a ruthless killer who has hidden the bodies of his victims. As Alice and Deborah try to process this devastating information, Adam returns home, sensing that his sister and wife have discovered his dark secrets. With a sinister intent, he sets out to find them. Alice and Deborah head to the Monument of the Angels, where they begin digging near one of the statues. As they excavate, they uncover a gruesome discovery: the lifeless body of Adele. But in a stunning twist, it becomes clear that Deborah is the mastermind behind Adele's murder and the disappearance of the other women. Deborah's sinister intentions now focus on Alice, who is slated to be her next victim. Deborah's motives are rooted in a dark and twisted past. She reveals that she had an intimate relationship with Adam when they were young, and since then, her obsession with him has only intensified. Deborah believes that by eliminating any women who get close to Adam, she can preserve her own twisted love for him. Just as Deborah is about to harm Alice, Adam arrives, intervening to protect his wife. Enraged, he strikes Deborah in the face. Deborah, still driven by her deranged love, attempts to kill Adam, believing that this will prevent any other woman from taking his life. However, Alice acts swiftly, shooting Deborah to save Adam's life. 2 years later, Alice and Adam meet by chance at an airport. Though her feelings for him remain, Alice knows they can't be together after all they've been through. They part ways, forever changed. Thanks for watching the recap. If you want to stay up to date, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We'll see you in the next video.